So before we go on with the video, I want to make clear that there may be some information missed about the character which can additionally be added and discussed by you in the comments. So let's go! Today we take a look at Ed from the Street Fighter series. So Ed's story begins in Street Fighter 4, as he's first seen in Rose's Street Fighter 4 ending when Ed was kidnapped by Shadowloo in order to become one of many spare bodies that will serve as a possible vessel for Bison. Ed was later stolen by Seth and placed within SIN's laboratory. Ed is able to use a small amount of psycho power as he has the mark of Shadowloo on his hand. Later, and also seen in Barrock's ending, Ed was found by Barrock while the latter was searching for treasure around the SIN laboratory. Barrock decides to ignore Ed at first, upon begging Barrock to help him. Barrock notices a symbol glowing on Ed's hand. Barrock then rescues him from the SIN laboratory and decides to drag Ed along, knowing that Ed can be really useful in the future because of his unknown power. Ed's story continues in Street Fighter V in his prologue called The Nimble Boxer. Ed was taken into the Shadowloo base by Balrog. He constantly suffers nightmares that will go on as he prematurely ages into a teenager. He and Balrog then travel to India, but Ed was still unsettled by the nightmares he's facing. A fortune teller suddenly appears behind Ed and foreshadows that he would have difficult times ahead. Balrog meets Guile and Zangief and asks for Ed's help combating them. Later on, after the fall of Shadowloo and the death of Bison in A Shadow Falls, Ed and Balrog take refuge in a waterfall at New Zealand. Ed suffered another nightmare and was about to be possessed by the spirit of Bison himself. Ed fought off the spirit which brought Balrog to wake up, asking him what was troubling him. Ed replied that he feared if they stayed together, Balrog would eventually get hurt. Furthermore, an angry Balrog states that Ed is too weak and should just shut up and follow his orders. This argument erupted into a fight between the two of them, with Balrog insisting that he can't hurt, but Ed prevails. Balrog, in a very uncharacteristic moment, expresses sadness by sobbing while he tries to hide behind his usual wall of toughness and anger, revealing that he didn't want Ed to leave and genuinely cared, and likewise so did Ed, who leaves behind his only friend. Months pass and Ed grows into a muscular young adult who states that his destiny is controlled only by himself and sets out with several new companions by his side, calling themselves the Neo Shadowloo, which is shown in the end of his story in Street Fighter V. To Ed's fighting styles, you can say that Ed utilizes a boxing style infused with psycho power. Like Balrog, he uses boxing moves, but also moves not considered legal in boxing, like kicking, but much cleaner. The way Ed fights may be based on MMA-style boxing. And here are also some interesting facts about Ed. Ed shares the same birthday as Mike Agger, which is one day before Balrog's birthday. Ed is the third playable boxer, fourth if counting EX character Crackerjack in the series, the first two being Balrog and Dudley. Ed is also the fifth playable character who was originally meant to be a replacement body for Bison, the first four being Cammy, Abel, Seth and DiCaprio. In the end, Ed forms the Neo Shadowloo, which can be seen as a reference to Carla Redeems in Resident Evil 6, where she wants to form the Neo Umbrella. So in the end, I think that Ed is a really cool character who brings some fresh elements to the story of Street Fighter, and I'm excited what Capcom is going to do with him in the future. So that's it for the Ed video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and I'll see you next time.